Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your daily AI news, where we work to demystify the latest advancements in artificial intelligence and explore how they're reshaping our world. The idea is to learn from us and have fun with our mistakes. I'm Noah McDonough.
Hey, Rick Ninja here. Glad to be here another day.
Excellent. So we got quite a few topics here to cover. I don't know. I'm kind of happy that there are a lot. I mean, I guess it's always global level stuff, but it seems to be a little less political this week. So it's a nice change of pace there. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to go ahead and dive right on in. Let's see. So from ABC News, Demis Hassabis, the CEO of Google DeepMind, who won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 2024 for protein structure prediction, sat down with CBS's popular news show, 60 Minutes. The episode aired this past Sunday, and it's available online to watch. I highly recommend anyone that's interested in AI to do so. During the interview, Hassabis stated AGI, artificial general intelligence, might arrive in just 5 to 10 years. He introduced Astra and Gemini and their latest agents. Artificial general intelligence, or AGI as it's referred to, these systems are capable of matching or exceeding human capability across any intellectual domain. Reasoning, planning, even creative thinking. Today's AI models like ChatGPT or Gemini are powerful in individual tasks, but they still lack the adaptability and general purpose reasoning that AGI promises. Hassabis described the future where AI systems are embedded in your everyday life, deeply understanding the world that's around us. He also emphasized that while today's systems aren't conscious, they may acquire some feeling of self-awareness as part of their development. Hassabis issued a caution. He warned society may not be prepared technically, politically, or ethically for the changes that this leap could bring. The real risk lies not only in the making of AGI, but in not making it safe and aligned with human values. And that's all I have for that topic. Do you have any thoughts to share there, Rick?
No, I kind of started watching it, but I didn't watch the whole video of his warning. I feel like it's gonna happen. Not that what he said is gonna happen necessarily, but I feel like AI development is gonna happen. So let's see where that goes.
All right.
So I have one here. This is just impressive. So I checked out this new tool that I'm going to share with you guys right now. Here, let me share the screen. And it's just incredible. Which one do I want to show? Let's see. It does not get, oh, okay. I have a preview here. That's nice. So this is very, very impressive. So this is, their website is Z.AI. And we have here is the GLM 4.5. So it have succeeded in things that ChatGPT have not succeeded so far, at least on my view. And I'm going to share with you guys what's that about. And the incredible thing is that I just opened the website, and they just have two new functions right here, Magic Design and Full Stack. So what I'm gonna do is very simple. So I'm gonna create AI slide. I'm gonna show you guys how kind of it works. Extremely simple. And I also gonna have a magic design for the same thing. And also gonna show you guys what I developed with full stack, something extremely simple just for, I typed anything there just to see if I get anything. And I got us something. And I'm gonna show you guys. So what each one do, it's so AI slides. I believe we were talking this last week. We often talk about this because of Canva, right? So when Canva is gonna bring a slide, and this slides is excellent. It's excellent. Magic Design, it's kind of at least on my view. If anyone knows something more, it uses the structure of a slide but in different dimensions, and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. And Full Stack, it's basically writing codes, and it also have the write code function over here, right? Let me get back there. How do I get back? So okay, there it is. So the search info and just search info, just like ChatGPT, right? It still does not generate any image or any video. I do not know if that's their goal, if they eventually gonna do that. If they do, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be interesting to say the least, because those tools right here are already incredible. So to give you guys this example, I am going to type here for slides.
Is GLM, sorry, is that a large language model or is it a?
Exactly, yes. So it's a large language model. So it's just like ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm.
It does not have the function of image generation,
Okay.
but it does the research. It's very, very similar, at least on my view. Like I use for very simple things, and it does the coding as well. It also does and the impressive thing is the slides and
slideshows.
slideshows, yeah.
Okay.
So and I can share with you guys. So for example, slides. I'm gonna ask here. Tell me about Aristotle University. Okay, as simple as that, right? Let's see if it gives me a good answer. It gave me before. I have expectations. So I'm just going to show the beginning. It's decently fast, but it does take some time because it does go through all the process, and we can see like the whole process going on here. So it's making research, and it's going through the whole thing, and you can just go, you can visit the pages that it visited. It's out of this world. It's pretty amazing. Okay, nothing new though. Like I mean, what's the name of that one? Perplexity shows this. ChatGPT can show this. Grok shows this, but for some reason they made it clean, and I don't know. For some reason I got maybe the outcome. I think it's a consequence of the outcome. But right now I'm gonna change the screen because I want to show you guys a result that I already got. So you guys remember the stack. So the stack, which is basically a game. So I basically ask, oh, create a Roman battle game for me. So it's nothing incredible. I don't even know how to play this. But basically what we have here is that, so Roman legionnaire, your valiant warrior, and we have attack 20 and defense 10 and a health. Battlefield, and here garlic warrior takes a defense instance, so your turn. So I still have not figured out if, oh yeah, so it seems like I'm the garlic warrior. Garlic warrior, not garlic warrior, guys. So
I was just gonna let you run with that.
right? Oh man, hungry already. All right. So, and I have the attack, the defense, and the special attack. So garlic warrior and health, attack, defense, and defending, right? So, and the battle log, so it basically shows what happened so far. So if I go over here, special attack, let's see what happens. So, wow, okay, yeah. It's very, very, I still not have figured out what's happening here, but it's functioning, and it was very, very quick, right? And same thing here, it shows the whole coding, everything. So whoever I have zero imagination for this because I have no idea what's going on. But here, I could go through here. So Roman battle game features, so game interface, and it gives me the details step by step and bullet points. This is pretty amazing. I mean, I'm so impressed with this that I can't tell you guys, repeat that enough.
Rick, do you happen to know the story behind GLM? I don't know anything about these guys.
So GLM, it's a so GLM is a what am I looking for? They are in Beijing, China.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's basically most of what I know, and I was pretty surprised. I said, "Oh wow, okay, so those guys are from China." So yeah, better rush up with the United States AI tech, or else China is gonna take over. So here I'm gonna do the same thing for the magic design for Aristotle University, and I'm gonna start creating this one so we can make a parallel with the slides that it's creating. So let me show you guys how the slides are going so far. I'm gonna go here. Okay, so there you go. So basically it's still running, so it has some information here, but I don't want to spoil too much. So that's how it works. So it basically it start developing HTTP, and pretty impressive. Once those guys can generate image, and instead of coding only, they use photo images, and they can generate those images, but precisely according to historical elements or whichever other elements we are looking for. Like we can create an encyclopedia in a few hours, right? So let me see if I have anyone. I'm gonna give the word to Noah right after this, and then I can show you guys the results. So I tried that magic one that I already forgot the name, magic design, and it's the structure. If you worked a little bit with the structure, is very similar to the slides, but it's different, right? Similar but different. And here we have the preview and the HTML. Tell me if we can see the full screen if I go for full screen. I don't think so. Let me see.
I've got you on full screen here.
Do we have the Emperor Augusto Patio?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Okay,
can you scroll down a little bit?
Let me try to. No.
No. Okay.
No, I cannot. Yeah, I don't think that's the idea, unfortunately. Okay, so I think we were looking at it. I was looking at one window, and this is another window. Okay, I know what's going on here. Because what happened is I clicked to show the slide, and it sent me to another window. And while I was looking at the other window, you guys were looking at this window right here. Okay, now where is it? Here. Okay, now are we back to it?
We are back. Yeah.
Awesome. So Emperor Augustus Patio, overview and architecture. So it gives me, this is just out of this world. The slides that I've worked with before, they were precise historically. So I'm pretty sure this is pretty decent. Historical context during the Augustan period. This is amazing. So Roman patios evolved into sophisticated spades, so on and so forth.
So it's actually building a slide deck for you that you can present. Okay.
That's precisely what it's done. And look at the quality. And this is like, since it's coding and it's not generating image, and I feel like that's one of the reasons Canva is not there yet for generate such good quality slides. It's because Canva is still on the image, and the image is not that precise on the texts. But look at the quality of the text. And it's 100% here, right? So you look at those effects here. You have some light shadow over here, a little bit transparent over here.
But you said that it doesn't generate images, so is it snagging these images from the internet then?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there issues with that in terms of?
No, I feel like once they do that, I don't know here, but I'm pretty sure they thought about it, right? Like they would take public domain images, right? So like if you go to museum, but that's definitely a good question. And what else? And they have like those little icons here that they're a little bit they are more professional, let's put like this, right? They're not like those, just the basic ones. So I'm so impressed with this that I cannot say that enough. Dining area, plantings. This is amazing. I strongly encourage anyone who have an inclination for slides for such sort of work to try this. This is just amazing. And I won't stop talking, so I'm gonna let.
So is it still cranking then? It's producing some stuff, or
it's still producing.
So
yeah,
we're gonna come back to that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna be brief on it. I wanna bring a couple of things quickly later.
Right on. Yeah, cool. Well, we'll move on to one of the next headlines then, from OpenAI's press room. We had actually talked about this being something that was coming in one of the recent episodes here, but OpenAI actually just made GPT-4o mini model publicly available to free tier users. This is a stripped down, faster version of the flagship GPT-4o, perfect for mobile use, quick responses, and smaller devices. But here's the big picture. High quality AI is now in more hands than ever before. It's a move that democratizes access, but also sets a new bar for everyone else in the race. I don't know if you or any of our listeners, Rick, have messed around with the mini side. I've actually got the plus, so I guess there wouldn't be much reason other than to compare the two, which I guess I could do with a different login. There's no reason why. I just haven't, so I don't know what
Yeah.
the differences are.
No, so I have not. I feel like, and like I said, I don't use for very specific functions AI. I believe those tools, they are for people who are pursuing some very specific things, right? Because you do have a difference in speed, I believe, and it depends on the what you were looking for. But no, yeah. So I don't even, for me, like the standard. And what's the standard here? Let me take a look. 4.0. I mean, for me, that's all it,
Yeah,
all it takes.
I've been threatening to dive into the agent side of things and the specificity of those, but I have yet to do so. I need to get off my you know what and actually experiment with the agent side of things that we've talked about in previous episodes. How are we looking on the cranking of your
Okay, let's take a
stuff
look.
there?
Okay. Before I let me show you guys, because funny enough, I also picked that topic. I think that's a good topic, Noah. So let me share one thing. So here's how simple I am, right? So what I done is I went to the ChatGPT website and I saw they had that new, because we talked about it, that they were bringing their open source tool, right? So what I done was, let me show you guys this right here, which is, so introducing GPT-OSS, and there is a bunch of interesting information here for those who understand it. And we are releasing GPT-OSS 120B and GPT-OSS 20B, two state-of-the-art open weight. I do feel open weight language models, interesting, that deliver strong real-world performance at low cost.
AI's got like its own language now. You need a separate dictionary for this stuff.
Precisely.
It's like, what is this open weight? And then you wonder if they're just throwing stuff in there.
That'll make sense.
You know what I mean?
That'll make sense. So what
It's like
I
trying
can
to read
tell,
a contract or something. The lawyers just invented their own language.
it truly is their own language. So basically, the state of the art is the wording that I understand clearly over here, which means basically it's up there with the top ones, with the top AI tools. So we do have, so basically what I've done is I just get the link here and I ask, hey, give me a simple summary for an end customer. What are the benefits? So here is the result for those interested in it. Let me share with you guys. Pitch deck scripts, that the one. Let me double check here 1 sec. All right, let's see. There it is. So okay, so here's your content reorganized for that's here it is. So smarter AI tools. So what that means is deliver better answers for complex texts like health advice, math tutoring, and coding help. Improved privacy, models can run locally or on premises, so your data stays private. No need to send it to the cloud. So here's an interesting advantage, is that you can use it, if I understood correctly, offline and locally, right? So it's not, and the information that you use, it's not online. That makes safer. So that's a positive there. Faster local performance. So GPT-OSS 20B runs on device with just 16 GB RAMs, like laptops and phones, making AI faster and more responsive. Lower costs, no API fees, or expensive cloud hosting means cheaper apps and subscription for users. So you guys remember that APIs is what the developers use to develop tools. So since it's open source, there's no API fee, so people can develop and bring out things that are cheaper, let's put like this, or free use. Better to use, handles tools like calculators or web search more reliably, providing accurate and contextual help, more natural conversations, thanks to improved instruction, that's good. Following and chain of thought reasoning, chats feel more fluid and human-like, personalized experiences. I think that's tells by itself. Wider global access, open weights, and local deployment make these models ideal for emerging markets and undeserved regions, because probably because you can have in your computer and it demands less for you to develop on it. So I just want to bring those things. I think it makes a little, it gives some information in a more digestible manner, I'd guess. So let's take a look at the results there. It was kind of funny, if I can put it like this. So for example, here we have the slide. And here's what's funny, right? So I asked for Aristotle University. I was not very clear. I was thinking Aristotle University in the ancient Greece, and it gave me the Aristotle University of Thessaloniki, the largest university in Greece.
You did a better job at pronouncing that than I ever would have.
And I mean, not that it is right, but hey, thanks. So, and then we have, like I said, this is good quality slides, right? Of course, there's some proportion that they can work on, but this is like, I saw this like a couple weeks ago. Not sure for how long they've been there. By the way, this is the best slide that I've seen being generated by AI. So, and so basically the information here, development and growth, and it goes like step by step, pictures. I always thought that these were clickable, but they are not, but it looks nice. So it's pretty nice, right? And I was very broad, very specific. One thing that I've been also missing, once the proportion is one thing that can be improved, but a closing slide. I don't think it's good to have the last slide full of information. So once I saw, okay, so was that the slides? Let me see one thing here. So let me show you guys that I've done the slides. I also done this one right here, which is the magic design. It came out very similar, too similar from the slides.
Okay, so magic design is a different level of AI, is that right?
So it's just something different.
Oh, okay.
So it designs similar to a slide, but do you see that the dimensions here are different of this page right here? So the dimensions are different, right? I feel like that's the major difference there that I've seen, and I just saw it today. So it came out very similar to the slides in the sense of structure.
It's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I would kind of argue, like, just, looking at it, there's a lot of information on each slide, which there's always a balance there, right? But, if you're going to build something, you'd want to err on the side of having more information and then peeling it back than the other way around, right?
Nope.
Especially if it's a subject that you're not that
But
savvy with.
that's a very good point, because one, I have not tried to, because I never use for the slides themselves, I'm just testing. But that's a very good point, because one, I have not tried to edit, so I don't know how the editing works.
Yeah, like what format does it make it in? Do we know?
Exactly, I do not.
Yeah.
And the second one is the point that you brought about the amount of information. I was very broad in the asking. When I tried the first time, I asked specifically less information, just like more images and very few information. So here I did ask for the ancient one, so the ancient Aristotle University, the Lyceum. So this is just incredible work. Look at this. So we have the pictures, boom, a little bit of Aristotle. This is just like quotes. So all men by nature desire to know. An indication of this is the delight we take in our senses. So this is just very good work, guys. This is pretty good work. Yeah. So I mean, I had other things, but I feel like for me this would be the conclusion for today. Like couple things. One other thing that I encourage people to look is the Genie 3, which is also pretty cool, but I'm very satisfied with this one.
What's anything in particular on the Genie 3?
Oh, so Genie 3, very quick lookout. It's and I can be very straightforward to it. This is the Genie 3. So Genie 3, it basically oops, okay, that. So GD3, it's a kind of instant world creation. We talked about similar ones in the past episodes. And GD3, a new frontier for world models. Let's go. I think you guys remember there are a few of them for those who are following long enough, which was Doom, I believe was kind of the first one. And then they had the ones that we checked. They probably had others in the way. Definitely Genie 2 was there in the way as well. But here, so just so you guys can have an idea of what I'm talking about. So for example, here, interaction ended. Oh, let me refresh this page. There you go. So here we have Genie 2 and here we have Genie 3. So what is impressive? The impressive thing here is that it's generating frame by frame. You are not watching a video that was generated. This is a frame by frame being generated spontaneously while the character moves, right? And Genie 2 stopped already, but the interaction of Genie 3 still keeps going. And look, guys, the quality. Look at the quality, all blurred and things. Look at this.
Oh yeah, it's a big difference.
Yeah, this is, and let's take a look on this one as well. Look at,
yeah, detail.
It's just out of this world. So real-time world generation, I believe, was one of the ambitions of Midjourney, if not the ambition of Midjourney. This is basically what it is, right? And here you have a prompt, one sentence prompt. The video shows a first-person perspective of someone navigating difficult terrain. Oh no, I thought it was one sentence. And there is a bunch there. But this is like, once more, like just frame by frame, spontaneously through, like, now this is one sentence. Just kid during a festival of lights. So guys, this is just...
it's like on a Sea-Doo or something.
Man.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. And another advantage that they have, I don't have on spot here, is what they call memory. So if the character passed through a place and then went back, then it has the good memory. It has the memory of that area, place, or things that were there. So this is just like, we're there, guys. We are in the golden moments of AI.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to tie something into your, showing the slide deck. Actually, I used Chat GPT to help me with the slide deck that I had kind of put together for this one. Now, it didn't generate the slide deck. I'm just using Google Slides. But what I did was copy and paste screen captures of our interface that we have here and said, hey, can you put together some images that are relevant to the topics that I've put together to discuss, that fit into the style and likeness of what we have. So it came up with the font style and the coloring to match the borders that we have here in this image. So that actually worked out pretty well, but it definitely did not create this from scratch. It would be interesting to see like a head-to-head of the other tool and see what ChatGPT can do. It tried to generate a like a downloadable file for either PowerPoint or Google Slides, and it was absolutely horrible. So I don't imagine it's very good. But then again, like you say, we should really test that other tool and see how can we export that slide deck, because we might end up in the same boat if it doesn't really fly on through. All right, so our next topic here that we wanted to chat about is from Nvidia and Amazon's press rooms. Nvidia and AWS are teaming up to roll out Robotics-as-a-Service platforms, initially targeting hospitals and warehouses. Picture smart robotic arms and mobile bots doing the heavy lifting, literally. It's part of a growing trend to automate physical labor in high-impact industries. The upsides are efficiency, precision, and safety, and then obviously the concerns are workforce displacement, ethical gray zones, and human replacement. I think we've talked quite a bit about that, but that's coming up. Like you say, there's lots of changes here. And let's take a look at our next one that's pretty interesting as well. from Neuralink's press room, Neuralink, which is Elon Musk's neurotech company aiming to implant tiny chips directly into the brain. Think of it as a kind of USB-C port for your mind. The idea is to help people with paralysis, memory loss, or neurological damage, but the long-term vision is direct communication between brains and machines, and eventually, potentially AI. Neuralink just got greenlit from FDA to expand human trials. The new phase includes enhanced bidirectional communication, meaning not just brain to machine, which is what it's been so far, but in the other way, in return, the machine back to the brain. Elon Musk calls it the symbiosis. Critics call it risky. Either way, the brain-machine interface race is heating up quickly, with big implications for medicine, military, and the mind itself. Any comments on that one, Rick? I'm kind of amazed at how fast that's moving along, and under the wire. Like, that's seems to me like I had to dig for this information. Like, this wasn't really a headline, you know.
Yeah, I think like the progress now, it's gonna be on those fields. They're gonna be exponential. So yeah.
That's definitely what the interview candidate there on 60 Minutes was talking about, the exponential factors that are happening. All right.
Pretty amazing.
And then let's see. We've got an interesting one here from Wired at the Black Hat USA, one of the world's most influential cybersecurity conferences. Researchers showed how Google's Gemini AI could be hijacked through something as innocent as a poisoned calendar invite. Mm-hmm. The exploit let them control smart home devices, lights, blinds, and the whole setup by manipulating Gemini's responses. This was done under lab conditions that were controlled, not live out in the wild, but it shows how deeply integrated AI has become and how creative attackers can be. So I mean, it opens a lot of doors, both good and bad, right? So
that's the internet, though.
And it is indeed. And I think that's a wrap for the show.
Man, that was cool.
Thanks, everybody.
Hey, thank you, everybody. Thanks for being here. See you guys next week with more AI information. AI never sleeps.
Yep. Have a great weekend, everybody. And we'll update the blogs and everything and the show notes after the show. Thank you.
Thank you all.